body bags where horror lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, welcome to week 10 of Body Bags. This is your fright chick speaking. Happy Wednesday everybody. In case you're wondering why I've got this DVD up against my head, for some reason I'm completely disappearing this time. Everybody knows how much I hate my camera, it makes me super white, but if I hold my DVD up I don't completely disappear. It's glowing, it's glowing. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so it is theme week. First week of November, and the theme this week is horror movies from 1989. I've chosen, after talking to Mood 616, the classic Jason Takes Manhattan, the 8th sequel in the Friday series. It happens to be the lowest grossing sequel as well, but I've got to show the love for this. I mean, I love this film. I don't know why people hate it so much. I mean, yeah, I totally get that it sucks in a cinematic view. I don't know. But as a film in general, and as part of the Friday series, it's still good enough to be part of the series because, I mean, all the early ones were pretty much like, they're all, you know, just about him going around killing a bunch of kids. I think they made it a little bit more interesting in this one. It definitely wasn't like the best one, but it still wasn't the worst as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, also on a little side note, on my own, you know, personal gain, I have all of my sequels with this spine. I know I can get number 8 with this as well, I just haven't got round to it. But if anyone knows where I can get part 1 with this cover, because I don't think they make it. I think they make it from part 2 onwards, and it's really pissing me off that I don't have the full set. So if anyone knows, please let me know. Okay, so there's not really much to this movie, so it's going to be pretty quick. But, few bits. Yeah. We have like a pretty bog standard cast. I mean, it's the stereotypes. They're all stereotypes. We've got Rennie and Sean, who are our basic love interest, you know, unrequited attraction, I won't say love, couple. They're basically got a bunch of seniors, they're graduating, they're going on a boat trip to New York. I don't know where they've gone from, I don't think they ever said, or maybe I just didn't pay attention. But yeah, they're basically going to go on this big boat and travel across the water and end up in New York City, and they're going to celebrate. So we don't meet all the students, of course, but apparently there's like an entire class worth. We only see about 9 of them. Yeah, so we have Rennie and Sean, like I said. They're our sort of main couple. She wants to be a writer, so she's kind of the artsy, semi-popular girl. Sean is fit as hell, and his dad is the captain on the boat. Rennie's uncle happens to be the principal, so that gives them kind of, you know, a little bit of backstory and a little bit of depth, if you will. Yeah, so as they're boarding, we also meet Tamara, who is literally the cliche of the queen bee bitch. We have her sidekick, Ava, who's not really into it but wants to be popular. We also have Wayne, who is... I honestly do believe they dress these people up to be stereotypes because he's the film geek and he has higher trousers than Simon Cowell, bigger glasses than flipping, if you're from the UK, bigger glasses than Deirdre Rashid. And just like, they just made him look like the biggest geek ever. All we needed was a little flower and then he would have been perfect. But yeah, so who else do we have? I did write them down. Oh, we have Julius, who is the sort of the jock, you know, he does boxing and stuff like that. And we don't really see him too much, but yeah, I think I've said pretty much everybody except for my favourite character, JJ Jarrett. Now, if any of you, like me, really like her kind of opening guitar piece, it's not a full-length piece, which annoyed the hell out of me, but someone on YouTube, a wonderful, wonderful someone on YouTube, looped it, took it from the film, cut it up, and they just found a way of trying to blend it. I think they tried to remix it sort of halfway through the video. But yeah, so you can kind of listen to it continuously with what you've got. So they did it for both. I think it's called Broken Dreams. So it's the piece when she's on the boat and the piece when she's down inside the boat. Yeah, so if you're a fan like me, you're going to like that. The score for this film actually is also really good because Darkest Side of the Night by Metropolis is one of my favourite songs of the 80s. Awesome, awesome song. So yeah, you should just watch it for that one song if you didn't like the film. So the basic premise of it is that Jason comes aboard after killing 2 teenagers in the first sort of 5 minutes of the movie on a very, very small boat. He swims across or walks across under the water and gets on their big boat, and they all go across whatever the hell they're going across to get to New York. I don't know geography that well for America. Yeah, so we see a lot of angst. There's just a load of angst. You know, all the characters are kind of bumping off one another because they're all from different cliques. They don't like each other. One by one, certain people get picked off, certain people don't get picked off. I do believe on Wikipedia it states that Jason spends a third of the movie on the boat and like not enough time in Manhattan, which is a big fault. Bollocks says he spent a third. He spends about 2/3 on the boat. I mean, you only get like, what, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour of Manhattan at the most. The rest of it's on the boat. Doesn't necessarily make it boring, but he spends way more time on the boat than that. Yeah, so he's roaming around the boat. The crazy guy appears from nowhere. You know, you kids are gonna die, Jason Voorhees is coming back. Christ knows where this bloke came from. I mean, I can kind of get it in the other ones because they're in woods usually in these films. There's usually a crazy guy living in the woods. They're on a freaking chartered boat. It's only supposed to be a class and the crew. And I guess this guy's a crewman, but would they really have hired this guy? What does he do except wander around telling them that they're all going to die and then pointing his stupid finger at them? I don't understand where he came from, but they put him in the film. So they stuck with the formula, people. But it's really out of place when you put them on a boat. Yeah, so that's pretty much the entire plot of the movie. I mean, I know I've deviated a bit here and there to add little things, but that's the entire plot of the movie. They're on a boat, they go to New York. Jason follows them. Jason chases them through New York for some of the movie. There's a really cool scene though when he's walking down what I assume to be a very main part, you know, all the lights and the billboards and stuff in New York, and a bunch of punks. He actually smashes their boom box, seeing as we're being all 80s today. Yeah, and they basically, you know, like, hey, I'm going to fucking kill you. And he turns around, lifts his mask up, and they all run away. And I always thought that was so cool when I was a kid. I thought it was, like, the best scene ever. Yeah, and then, you know, he just kind of chases them and does his Jason thing. I'm not going to tell you how he dies in this one, because we all know he's going to. There's more sequels. But, yeah, if you fancy watching Jason on a boat for a bit, and outside of Crystal Lake, basically, then this is the film for you. Because he does it in this one, and I don't think he does it in any of the other ones, if I remember rightly. Does he go anywhere else outside of Crystal Lake in any of the other ones? I'm not going to sit here and think about that too long. But, yeah, I can't quite remember for some reason. Yeah, that's it. That was my entry for 1989 horror film for week 10. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week, but it's going to be week 11, and it's going to be awesome as usual. Bye!